It's week 16 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in
The Saints headed back out on off.
Let's go now. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing. Chased out to his right. Able to hit Mason, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. All right, here we go, second down.
Go!
From the 31. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's go!
Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker.
On the ball,
And
on
he'll
the
get it
ball.
up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Warrior 70. Check go.
They go play action on first. Buying some time right. He's on the move. Reaches the 30. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain.
Ready, break.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Mason there to haul it in.
On the ball.
And he'll
now,
get it down
on
to the
ball.
24-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Huh.
2nd and 6 now. On the move, headed right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Trying to find his tight end. And it's 3rd down now.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Oh, he's gonna run for it! And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is.
Ready. Ready, ready.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Shut up. Hot, hot.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's on the move. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time.
Here we
So
go.
2nd down coming up.
Ready.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Ready up. Come on.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Has room into the secondary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints break the tie here in the first. Saints ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback.
Go. Check go.
Play action on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
Ready.
They go play action here. Catch is made down the right sideline. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Set.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
18, Pioneer. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Getting out to his left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to... Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Okay, ready.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through.
And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight. Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's been...
Set up. Hot.
Here's a give up the middle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
79 Bronco. Here we go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Come on.
Design bootleg here. Shakes himself free. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Defense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over one.
Set. Set, go.
They're going play action. He's on the move. Gets out of trouble. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
They send the tight end in motion.
Get up.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He's loaded another one up. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. The offense being led.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Olave with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Throwing now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. Now we'll pause. The
previous
officials
play
want
is
to take
under
a
review.
good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review.
Ready?
Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Go!
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Vacates quickly left side. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set! Buffalo 18! Check out!
Throwing now off play action. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Okay, break!
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Come on!
He'll throw it. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Go! Get up!
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, he put some heat up. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make...
Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready?
Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Trying to work quickly now.
Hot, hot!
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's trying to push the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Avoids the sack. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while.
On the set. Let's go now. Go.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion.
Let's go.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, throwing deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Shut up.
The give now out of the shotgun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready. Hurt. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's a throw. Escapes a defender. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You run that draw play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that draw can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage.
Come on. Set.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
Warrior 70. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set. Rig alert.
Tight end going in motion here.
Go!
Running it now out of the gun. And he's able to push forward to the 25. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
On the ready. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check go.
Pass play now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Hut.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Saints trail by just 1. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19. Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Set up.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Set. Ready?
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dragon 60. Ready, ready?
Setting up to pass. A throw right side, caught by Olave. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans.
Ready? Hut, hut.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set up. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready? Street.
Slot
street.
man motioned over.
Ready?
Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Now they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Here he is to throw. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Come on. Set. Check go.
He gets another shot here. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know
Yeah.
what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.
It's week 17 of the National Football.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive.
Ready, ready. Trap alert, trap alert. Hup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. Escaping the pressure right. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Cougar 19. Set.
They go with Cunningham. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the
Set.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
Let's go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Buying time to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Saints at 11-4 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They run with Cunningham. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground. Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in running. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Gets around him. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 3. And he fends him off. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard scamper. And the Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Fighting to stay upright, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Olave.
Hustle.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. It fights him off. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Okay, break.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. He shakes him off. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints off. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
18, ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Throws the comebacker. Olave's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game.
Ready. Go street. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with career touchdown number 75. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Warrior 70, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Set up. Check go.
They go play action here on first down. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Got it. Ready? Bronco 80. Hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Go!
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking. This offense headed back out. Captained, of course, by the...
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Cunningham. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now 3rd down and 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Go!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a touch. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
Set. Ready, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. A beautiful fake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Let's go.
2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for New Orleans, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.
Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the